Hi guys, it is Dani and welcome to this update video this evening. I really do hope you're doing really fantastic. So we're going to be looking at what's going on. A rain surge is coming into the Eastern Caribbean. We can already see somewhat of an increase in rain within this general area. So we've got some moisture coming in. That's certainly going to result in a rain surge as we're going to head into tomorrow. So we'll be talking about that. There's this frontal system which is also moving well offshore the states. So we're going to be talking about that in today's update video. And as we zoom into the Caribbean a bit more, we can have a pretty good picture of what's going on here. So quite a bit of moisture surging in. There's a trough within that area. And a trough is an area of low pressure. And where we have low pressure areas, we have more rising air motion, which is what results in the formation of those clouds, and eventually we get all that rain and even thunderstorm activity. But elsewhere across the region, we can see that it's been rather stable. Nothing crazy today. Down to the ABC Islands, it's been a pretty sunny and beautiful day, likewise for the Bahamas and even the Turks and Caicos Islands. Now let's take a look at this graphic here. It is showing the surface chart, and we can see the various features. So we've got a couple troughs. I talked about this one in my previous updates video, all the way out here, and it was drifting up. I talked about it drifting to the west-northwest and the northwest. So there we have it out there by itself. Not a very strong or impactful system right now. And another is noted within the vicinity of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. And this is the one that's going to be bringing that rain surge to the Lesser Antilles. And as I also mentioned, that frontal system moving offshore of the states, we can see that being marked here. Pretty complex area of low pressure. Now, in terms of the rainfall forecast, as we're going to be heading throughout the rest of today and into tomorrow evening, let's see what is expected. So this is what the Euro model is forecasting. And as I always mention, more color means more rain. So we can see these shades of yellows, oranges, even those reds popping up from around Martinique southward through Trinidad and Tobago. So within this area, there's likely to be some periods of very heavy downpours. Don't be surprised if there is some level of flooding across some places. Further north, Dominica northward through Anguilla may be on the quieter side, but some showers still likely to pass through the area. Also seeing quite a bit of color towards for Guyana and parts of Suriname, also Venezuela. So some additional periods of heavy rain definitely possible in this area. ABC Islands will remain in the clear for the most part. Going to northern Colombia, it will get active, likewise Panama, Costa Rica, and Nicaragua, as the area has been. So nothing crazy or out of the norm to see here. Further north gets quieter up to Belize, a few showers passing through, likewise for the offshore islands. As we head to the vicinity of Cuba, go into the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, even for Hispaniola, which comprises Haiti and the Dominican Republic, there's likely to be just a few showers. So nothing crazy. It's been pretty warm for the most part. Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, again, there is a trough within this area here. So a couple showers may loiter around. It's not a very strong or impactful system. And then Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, few showers will be possible, but overall a pretty low chance of rain. So the area that is likely to experience the most rain within the next day or so will be much of the Windward Islands. So that is what is expected. And as we even look at our models, it's depicted. So let's go on to it. And we start out with Euros. So here we have the time right here. Let me go to this. All right, there we go. So this is as we're going to be heading into tomorrow on the 3rd. And as we look at this graphic, these different green shadings with the spots of yellows and all that is indicative of the moisture. So as we head into tomorrow, we start to get that rain surge moving in. And going further out in time, there we can definitely see it. So quite a bit of rain moving into the vicinity of the Eastern Caribbean. Some of this may even make it close to the ABC Islands. Maybe nothing very substantial, but it'll be moving in, guys. So likely a couple of days of some rain. This is as we head into Friday, not fully loaded on that screen there. Let me go back a bit. So yeah, quite a bit of rain going to be moving into the southern Caribbean. And even looking at the GFS model, it is a similar story. So as we head out to the next couple of hours, going into tomorrow, eventually into Thursday, we see quite a bit of those green shadings indicating that surge in moisture. So if you're in the Lesser Antilles, please be cautious if you should experience any heavy rainfall. If you're going out tomorrow, definitely walk with your umbrellas, raincoats, whatever it may be, just to make sure that you're prepared in case you get caught in some heavy rain, guys. But aside from that, nothing crazy going on right now. Things are getting pretty quiet for the most part. So that is essentially what I wanted to share with you in this update video today. And I trust and hope you found it to be quite informative. But if you have any questions, you can always feel free to drop them in the comments below. I will get to you when I can. And remember to always be weatherwise.